Hi guys, I'm LaShonda, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you guys will never miss an upload, and be sure to click that notification bell so that you get a little ding every time I upload a new video. And if you guys are not new here, then thank you so much for coming back to join me for another slay today, okay? So today is going to be a very fun kind of cut crease look. Now I did not do the whole face on camera, I just kind of did the eye look for you guys. So I was trying to do like kind of like a first impressions thing with this P.Louise base that I've been dying to get my hands on, and it finally came in the mail, so I got a chance to kind of play with it and see what this baby can do. So you guys get to see firsthand on like my first thoughts and my first impression, because this was the first time that I used it. So I used it for the first time on cam, so you guys can see my first thoughts on it. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this beautiful glam look today, then you guys already know what to do. Just stick around and just continue to watch. Okay guys, so I've already done my brows in front of my face and stuff off film. I already put down some tape. We're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to be reviewing and seeing what this P.Louise base can do. So I'm going to go ahead and start to prime my eyelids with this. And this is the shade Rumor 2. I really don't know how much of this stuff to put on, but I knew I wanted a light base because I wasn't for sure if the dark one would be light enough to put down my bright colors. A generous amount should do. And I'm just taking like a regular little Amazon little fluff brush to kind of pat that in place. And I'm putting my tape down because I don't want a whole lot of this base everywhere. Like, I don't really like to waste. So I think enough is just a good little generous amount. I know sometimes people will have this like completely like faded out, but I think I'm gonna add a little bit more on this eye. Because I do want it to be completely covered. Now it says I don't have to set this, so I'm not going to set it today because I just want to see like what it would do if I don't set it. And I'm not really taking it all the way into my brow bone because I really don't like the way that looks white when you put it all the way in there. So it's just only a light coat in the brow bone. This shade, this reminds me a lot of my Urban Decay Primer Potion shade in the shade Eden. So I'm going to be going in with this first color here, and this is called Butter Cupcake, and this is from Sugar Peel. I want to try to follow my dress color scheme, so I'm going to be kind of playing with these colors and see what I can come up with. Okay, so this feels like I need to pat. Like I can't really rub this base because when I tried to drag it just then, it was moving the product around. And that's not hot. I don't know if we have to set a little while longer. I tried to let it set a minute. Maybe I have to place it first and then start to rub. It said you don't have to set it, but when it did that, that just told me I might need to set it. I'm gonna need for her not to be all up in my video while I'm trying to record. See, this is the type of foolery that I'm talking about. I think it's cute. And this time I'm gonna be going in with my Flame Point from Sugar Peel, and I'm gonna take the same brush that Morphe M511. Don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I'm just gonna take the same brush, and I'm gonna place that right on top of that yellow, dropping it just down, just a little bit below. Yeah, that base works much better once you kind of just press the product in place first and then blend. Now taking the color Love Plus from Sugar Peel, I'm gonna take this and drop that right below the orange. Right in the crease. Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna add one more color because I want to put all the colors in my dress. So I want to try this color Velocity from Sugar Peel, and I'm gonna place that right in the crease, and I'm gonna drop down to a smaller brush, and I want to say this is my Morphe M516. Can't really see, the numbers kind of rubbed off. Okay, and now I'm going to go back into that base and I'm going to go ahead and cut out my crease. Now I do like the coverage. This covers very, very well. Like any color you have down here, you don't even have to apply a whole lot of base, and it really pretty much covers up every eyeshadow color that I had on my lid. So now I'm just gonna pat that in. And I'm going to kind of leave that cut crease kind of open a tad bit. And I'm going to drag my colors underneath there. And now I'm going to go back into that color Velocity. And I'm just going to drag that underneath the bottom and kind of start to shade that in. Now I'm going to be going into this color called Kimchi from Sugar Peel. And I'm just patting this on with my Morphe M507 brush. And I'm placing that down right on top of that first blue that we put down. Staying underneath my little cut crease here, I think I'm going to put white or something in there. I'm not sure yet. And now I'm going to place yellow right here, but yellow always kinds to show up just a little bit chalky like. So I think I'm going to go into this color Punch. It's like a gel pot from ColourPop. So I'm going to place this on with a little kind of lipstick brush, and I'm just going to place this right in the inner half of my eye. And now I'm going to go back into that yellow Sugar Peel color called Buttercup, and I'm going to place that right on top of that little paint pot. And this is just helping that yellow to show up a little bit more pigmented. And I'm just going to go back and forth between the colors to make sure they look nice and blended. Because we all know you have to blend for your lives, ladies. And I want to make this little open part here stand out a little bit more. So I'm just going to take an angle brush and I'm going to go into a white shade from my Sephora Pro palette. I'm just going to go into that little white shade. And I'm just going to drag this right in that little crease area. Okay, so now that we're pretty much done with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and draw in my wing. I'm going to use my Kat Von D Trooper liner just to kind of trace it out, and then I'll go in with my Wet n Wild to fill it in just because it's nice black and matte. And now I'm going to use this NYX little yellow Vivid Brights, and I'm going to put this right over my wing. And now I'm going to add a little bit of this glitter. It's called Witty, and I've had this for so long, I'm not even sure where it comes from. It may come from OPI. Okay, and now I'm going to add my lashes off film. Okay, and so now that I have my lashes and my face completely done, if you guys want to see how I do my face, just watch previous videos. I'll be sure to list, you know, my last video with the whole full face up top for you guys if you want to see what I use to do my full face. Nothing has changed. Highlight and contour video is always linked down below, so y'all make sure y'all check that out. So now let's go ahead and just add my highlight. I'm going to be going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dip, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here called Bronze, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight with that. This is just going to be my base coat highlight. I'm going to make sure I put a little bit of that on my brow bone. And now to top that off, I'm just going to be going into my Anglola from the Crayon Case highlighter. Yes, now I have those cheekbones popping. Let's go ahead and finish the under eye. So for the bottom, I'm just going to do what we did to the top up here. I'm going to go into that color Velocity first. Now I'm going to go back into that Flame Point shade, and I'm just going to place that right underneath that blue. Okay, and so for the lips, I'm going to be going in with ColourPop Click liner, and I'm also going to be using this Kat Von D. I want to say this is called a Go-Go. I'm just lining my whole lips first because sometimes these very, very bright colors can come out a little blotchy. To add a little bit of extra oomph to this lip, I'm going to add this Bossy lip liner from ColourPop, and I'm just going to add this to the outer edges. Okay, and now that we have that nice popping lip, let's go ahead and spray our face down to make sure everything is nice and set. And to set that, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Hangover Spray. And now that we have the face complete, I'm going to go ahead and add my wig, and I'll be right back to tell you guys what I thought about that P.Louise Base. Okay guys, so I am back. This is the finished look. Didn't it come out pretty awesome? I must say so myself. So it took a little bit of work to get this eye like I wanted, but hey, we got through it together, you guys. So I'm going to tell you quickly what I thought about the P.Louise Base, since this was my first time using it. So I think I like it. You guys know that I love to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden, and it's kind of almost the same size. I did spend about, I want to say about $26 to get this base in the country. This one was about $22 here, so I'm spending a little bit more on the P.Louise Base than I am the Urban Decay one, and I think the Urban Decay one does just fine. Like if I had to compare them right now, my love is still with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but this base, like, everybody's been using it. It's been everywhere, so I want to kind of give it its fair shot. I think it's a little bit more to get here. It's only $10 over there, But when we get it here, by the time we pay for the extra shipping to get it here and everything and the taxes, it come out to be like 26 bucks, 27 bucks to get this here. It took about, I want to say right at 3 weeks for me to get it here, so that's a little bit long too. So if I run out, I think I will definitely be trying to go to like Ulta Beauty to pick this up. But I want to say this base did really good. It did have to kind of dry a little bit. You know, it was kind of tacky when I got ready to rub my brush over it the very first time. As you guys can see, it says you don't have to set it, but I'm gonna try it again and just go ahead and set it. I don't know if I have to wait a certain time to let it set or let it dry, but yeah, I wasn't too fond of how it kind of started to drag the product once I put my brush on it at first. But I noticed if you pack the product on and then started to sweep, it blended out a little bit better. Now, I think I am getting a little bit more in this little container than I am getting in this one, because this one says 10 milliliters and it says 33 fluid ounce. And when I looked at this one, I think I was getting a little bit more fluid ounce. It said 15 milliliters and it said 0.504 fluid ounces. So I'm thinking I'm getting a little bit more of the product in this one, and you really don't have to use much. Like, I know I see people use like the whole side of their face be literally covered with this stuff, but I don't think you have to use all that. Like, literally a couple of little pea sizes. Make sure you pat it in and blend it out and you good to go. And then if you use tape, it's less cleanup. You won't have all that extra base you're wasting. I don't like to waste products, so, and it took me too long to get this here, and I spent too much money on it for me to be putting all that base on there. Like, ain't nobody PR sending me nothing. I spend my hard-earned cash on this, so therefore I'm gonna use a little at a time. I think I am, just for the sake of being a makeup artist, I am going to go ahead and order the other ones. I think I want to get like shade, this one is rumor 2. I want to get rumor 1. I think I'm going to get rumor 3 and maybe rumor 4. So I am going to go ahead and order those and get those over here. I just wanted to try it out first before I spend all my money at once, because I have a very bad habit of, when I see something I think I'm going to like, I buy like multiple of them at one time, and then if I don't like it, I have like all this stuff that I spent my money on, and it's just literally sitting in here collecting dust. So I've learned my lesson. I'll start to buy one item at a time. If I like it, then I'll go back and I'll buy more. So I am going to go ahead and get the other rumor shades just to kind of add it into my makeup collection. But trust me, this is not the last time you're going to see this, because this is my love. It does exactly what I needed to do, and I don't think I'll ever stop using this to cut my crease with. So that's my thoughts on the P.Louise base. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more like mini reviews, then leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you want to see from me, and I'll be sure to try to get that up for you guys. So if you're here, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like it, and I will be sure to see all of you dolls in my next video. Bye, dolls.